Hello viewers, welcome to Quick Coder. My name is Tulsi. Today's topic is finding subsets of an array using bit masking approach. So let's get started. Okay friends, so today's topic is subsets of an array. So let's take an array of elements 2, 3, 5. So the subsets of this A are empty set 2, 3, 5, 2, 3, 3, 5, 2, 5, 2, 3, 5. Okay, so how can you say what are the total number of subsets of an array? So total number of subsets will be 2 power n, where n is the number of elements. So 2 power 3, so there are 3 elements here. So 8. So we got total 8 now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so we can calculate the subsets of an array easily. Okay, as we are humans, we can calculate. But how can computer can calculate? So we have to write some program, no? So how can we write that program? Okay, so let's see this. So now there is a wonderful approach called bit masking approach. So in bit masking approach we usually do, we usually represent the binary elements from 0 to 2 power n is there, no? 2 power n minus 1 means 0 to 7. 0 to 7 means, so this 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 will be represented in binary format in n bit form. Here there are 3 elements, no? So that is the reason I represented them in 3-bit format. First, suppose there are 4 elements, I will represent them in 4-bit. Now, what are the subsets? How can we find out here means? So, in the binary representation, where the 1 occurs, then we should include that element. See here, there is no 1 occurs, so here there will be empty set. Okay, so, okay. Here there will be empty set. Here 2 is included, so 2 is one set, and here at 3 position 1 is there, so it is 3. Okay, so this is another set, and here 2 and 3 are there, 2 and 3. Here only 5 is there, so 5. Okay, okay, so here 5 and 2 will be there, 2 and 5. 3 and 5 are there. At 3 and 5 1 is present. Here at all elements 1 is present, so 2, 3, 5. So so there will be, okay, we encountered all the subsets here. Okay, so okay, I found it very easily. But how can I write the code? Simply, what is the simple approach is now? What we usually do is, so let me write here. So this the first one represents 2 power 0. No? The second one represents 2 power 1. This third one represents 2 power 2. What I usually do is, I will take the first 0th element, the 0. 0 is there. So now I will calculate what is there in the 2 power 0 position. So how can I do that? I can easily do 0, 0, 0 and 2 power 0. So 0, 0, 0 means it's just 0. 0 and 2 power 0. These two are decimal numbers only, okay? So these two are decimal numbers like 2 power 0 and 0. Now what I will do? I will perform AND operation. So whenever I am performing AND operation, what will happen is here internally this 0 will be converted to decimal format. So what is the decimal format for this 0? Just like this. And what is the decimal format? This 2 power 0, 2 power 0 means 1. One decimal format is here. I will do AND operation. AND operation. So as there is 1 at the first position, now I will also do the AND at this first position. If there is 0, then my output will be 0 because there is nothing is there. But if I contains here 1, then 1 and 1 I will get 1. Okay, so according to that I will include the element. So 1 and 1, I encountered 1. Okay, there is 1 is there, so I will put the array of 0. That is the reason I wrote here elements in the reverse order. 2, 3 is 5. Okay, see, again I will explain. Don't worry, I will explain again. So see, here 0 is there. First of all, I will take 0 and I will check whether at this position is there 1 or not. Okay, I can simply find out that. I can simply find out by how can I simply know that whether is there any 1 or not? Means if here there is 0. Now what I will do is I will convert this 0 to binary format. Then at the 0th position, is there 1 or not? I will find out that. But in easy manner, how can I do that is, so here this all positions represents 2 power 0. So 2 power 0, okay, 2 power 0, 2 power 1, 2 power 2. So like this it will go no? To 2 power 0. If element is there, 2 power 0 means 1. 1 means we will represent like this. Just we want to represent 2. Then 1 will be here only. Like 1 will be here only. Just if I want to represent the third place, I want to represent 2 power 2. So like this, what I'm doing all the time is I'm just simply doing 2 power 0 first of all to know that whether this position contains 1 or not. What is 0? So these two are decimal numbers only. 0th, okay, as these two elements are in decimal form only, 0 and 2 power 0. Now, whenever we are applying the AND operation between these two numbers, internally they will convert into binary format. So 0 will be converted into binary format, that's 0, and 2 power 0 means 1. So binary format is 1. So 1 and 0 we will get 1. Sorry, 0. Because AND operation, even 1 0 occurs, the output will be 0 only. So 0 means this indicates that okay, at this position there is no 1. First, suppose let's consider now this one. Okay, this one. So what I will do is 1 and 2 power 0. Again, I will compare with 2 power 0. I will do AND operation with 2 power 0, 2 power 1, 2 power 2. So 1 and 2 power 0 means 1 means like this, 2 power 0 means 1. In 1, binary format is 1. 1 and 1, 1. Okay, there is some 1 at this position. So I will include the array of 0 element. Now I will do AND operation with 2 power 1. 1 means like this, 2 power 1 means 1, 0, 0. So if we do the AND operation 0, 0, okay, nothing has got. So what I will do now, okay, there is nothing here. So now what I will do is, this first element will not be included. Now again I will do the 2 power 2. Again 1 means 1, 2 power 2 means 4, no, like this. Again 0, 0, 0, 0. So nothing is there. Again I no need to include this element also. Now let's take this 6. Okay, so that you will be understand very well. 6 and 2 power 0. 6 means how can we represent 0, 1, 1? 2 power 0 means 0, 0, 1. Is it right? No, 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 sorry. 6 means like this, no? Okay. 0, 1, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0. 1, 0, 0. Okay. At the 0th position, there is no 1. Is it right? Yes. So I will not include 2. I mean array of 0. This 0 position, 1 position, 2 position. Now I will do with 2 power 1. 6 means 1, 1, 0. 2 power 1 means 0, 1, 0. Now it will compare the second element, is there 1 or not. Here 0, 1, 0. As this value is 2, this value is greater than 0. Okay, there is something is present. Now I will include the array of one element, that is 3. 3 is included. Now I will do with array of 2. Array of 2 means 1, 1, 0. 0, 1, 1. Array of 2 means 4. Okay, like this. Okay, I got something positive value. Okay, there is element at the third position. Now what I will do, I will include this array of 2. Okay, so up to when we have to do, for suppose I done like this 2 power 3, there is no use because see 6 means 1, 1, 0, 2 power 3 means 8, 1, 1. So what is the use of, we are checking the fourth position, but the array elements are there up to 3 only. So that is the reason we are running this up to 0 to 3. I mean 0 to n. So this is the internally how we can do that. And another thing that I want to do is whenever I'm writing the program, so we usually include, for suppose I want to run this up to 2 power n. 2 power n in programming we can write like this, math dot power of 2 comma n. But we can also write this like this, 1 left shift n. What is this new representation? We will follow this only, ma'am. Okay, you can follow. But there is something new. We have to learn something new. No? So that is the reason I'm again explaining what is this mean. Let's say this is equivalent to this. Okay. This math dot power of 2 comma n is equivalent to this. How is that? Okay. Now 2 power n is here, and value is 3 now. Okay, let me clear something here so that confusion will be. Okay, what is the previous point that I have told to you? Here math dot power of 2 comma n is equivalent to 1 left shift n. Here see, we want to calculate up to 2 power 3. No, 2 power 3 can be written as 1 left shift 3. How to do that? So how it is equal? So let's say here 1 left shift 3 means 1. Here 1 in binary format we can represent it in like this only, 1. Okay, simply 1. Now we are shifting this 1 to the left 3 times. Means what will happen now? Let me take like this. Okay, so let me represent this 1 as like this. Okay, this is also true only. Now I am shifting this 1 to 3 times left side. 1, 2, 3. Means my 1 will get here. So 1 will be here, and this all contains zeros. So is this equivalent to 2 power 3? That is 8. Yes, no. So in binary format, 8 can be represented like this only, no. 1 0 0 0, 2 power 0, 2 power 1, 2 power 2, 2 power 3. It's very simple. Okay, so can you agree with me? So this math dot power of 2 comma n is equivalent to 1 left shift 3, 1 left shift n. Okay, so now I already explained why, I mean, I already explained how I want to write the code. Okay, with every digit I'm doing end operator with 2 power 0, 2 power 1, 2 power 2, so that I can check whether the 1 is present at that particular position or not. Okay, now let's start coding, so without late. Okay, now let's start coding now. I already taken n and I put all the elements in this array. So now what is the first thing now we want to do is, for int I is equal to 0 and I less than 1 left shift n. Is it right? Okay, I already explained. So this is nothing but, wait for to avoid confusion. So this 1 left shift n is, sorry, is equivalent to math dot power of 2 comma n. Okay, so instead of writing this math dot power of 2 comma n, I just written 1 left shift n. So why I written like this I already explained just in this video only. Okay, now what I'm doing is, okay, I took 0 to 2 power n. Now what again I want to do, for int j is equal to 0, j less than n, and j plus plus. Okay, why I written like this? If now what I want to do, I want to do AND operator with I and 2 power j, means 2 power 0, 2 power 1, 2 power 2 up to 3. So 2 power 0, 2 power, and this can be written as 1 left shift j again. Okay, and this value should be greater than 0. Okay. Okay. This value should be greater than 0 so that I can include that particular element. System.out.print array of j. If there is something value, if I do AND operator and I got some uh, positive value, I mean at that particular position the 1 is there. Okay. Let's separate it with something like this. Now let's system.out. If I'm getting it in a new line, let's save this and let's compile. Okay, now as it's compiled, let me give ns3, let me give 2 3 5. See here, okay, this represents something, this is actually empty array, but okay, to know that the beginning we can write like this also. Okay. System dot out dot print like this. Okay, and here we can close that loop. Now save and now let's run. See, we got empty array, we got 2 5 2 5 6 2 6 5 6 2 5 6. We got 8 subsets. Okay, so that's it about this code. This code is actually very easy, and this is something like bit masking. So many students do this single step. So how they will do is, first of all, they will convert each I in binary format, and they will check with so whether the first is 1 or not, second is 1 or not, third one is 1 or not. So it may take long time and it may become very large, but we just simply write I and 2 power 0. So we are always checking. So let me give a second, so I will explain that. So what we are doing is, for suppose we are representing up to 0 to 7, no? Okay, what I'm doing, for suppose take 7 only, 7. Okay, now my I comes to 7. Let me, my I comes to 7, and 7 will be represented as 111. Okay, what here happens is, we always checking 0 to, sorry, my j value will come up to 0 to n. 0 to n means my j value will be 0 1 2. Okay, here as a given my n value is 3, my j value will run up to 0 1 2. First of all, my j will be 0 and my I will be 7. What I will do, I'm just taking 7 and 2 power 0. Means what it will do is, it internally converts 7 into the binary format and 2 power 0 into binary format. Then I did some, okay, I got like 001. This value is greater than 0. Then I can say, okay, there is some element here, 1 is present here, so I can include that element. Now I'm printing that element. Again, what I'm doing, so j is equal to 0 is over. Now I'm checking with j is equal to 1. Now 2 power 1. 2 power 1. So 7 and 2 power 1 will get like this, 0 1 0. Now 0 1 0. So this value is greater than 0. Now we can say that at the second position there is 1, because we are checking with the second one. Why we are doing with 2 power 1 2 power 0 means, this value is 2 power 0, this value is 2 power 1, this value is 2 power 2, means we are checking with this. So if the element is present here, I will get 1 only. If element is not there, I mean if 1 is not there, I will get 0. So the entire thing will be 0, then I will not add that particular element. So I think you got some clarity. There may be some confusion at the beginning, but if you take some examples and if you trace out this code, then you will be understand so why we are doing the AND operation and why we are checking with greater than 0 and why we are including that particular element. I think you understood, but if you have some more, I mean some confusion, you can watch this video repeatedly, and otherwise you can I mean trace out this code with some example. Okay, so that's it about this session. Okay. Okay friends, thank you for watching this video. The coming up video is finding subsets of an array using backtracking method. Okay, so this is somewhat recursive method. So in this video I explained how to find the subsets of an array using bit masking method. So it is somewhat easy and easy to understand and easy to implement, but backtracking we have to understand some more. So let's wait for that video. So do subscribe to my channel Coder to get updated with the further videos. So thank you for watching.